Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is a profile on Mr. Lonnie Graves Sr. And of course, Mr. Lonnie Graves Sr. is an author, the author of a book, Ain't Millipus and Her Wheel. And of course, Mr. Graves, let me welcome you to the show this morning and to have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that in a real sense motivated you at the age of 93 to write a book. And not only to write a book at the age of 93, but to have another book coming out that has been recently written by you. And, you know, give us that kind of information in terms of your background, your education, and your experiences, and then we'll go further in terms of a profile on your life this morning.
Thank you, sir. I would like to say, first of all, that yes, on October the 6th this year, I was 93 years old. And it was kind of unusual, but the day I was born, October the 6th, 93 years ago, there was the circus in Waco, the Ringling Brothers Born and Beta Circus. And my father always carried his older children to the circus. And I interrupted the whole thing. He couldn't carry it because I interrupted his plans. But that's the day I was born. We had a farm. Our father and his brother, older brother, had a farm together. And I was reared on that farm. The farm, however, was in my father's brother's name instead of his, because he kind of raised my father. And it so happened that my father built a house that was several log houses on that place at that time. But my father built a house out of lumber, and it was nice and convenient for his family. And I was reared there on that farm, and along with my brothers and sisters. And when I was 7 years old, I went to the local school there, that in the country there, out from a little small town named Satin, Texas, in Falls County, and adjoining McLennan County. And when I was 7 years old, I went to school there, and we only had 2 rooms, 2 teachers. But because of so many people in the community, so many black people in the community, we asked the school, my parents and others asked the school to have build another room and hire another teacher. They hired the teacher, but they said they wouldn't have no money to build a room. So what they did, they had the high school kids cheering to go to the Baptist church there, which was right in the same area, and taught school in there. But what the principal of the school knew about the Rosenwald Farm. And so she got in touch with the Rosenwald Farm and asked for the aid. And she was persistent with it, and so much so until she got some favorable responses. But somehow or another, it kind of failed because of the interest that Rosenwald Farm had in the community, in the school. They decided they'd build another school in our district.
To keep them out of there. Keep Rosenwald out of there in a real sense.
Yes. And so they built the school. They built another school. But we had 3 schools in this district, black and white and a Spanish school. And when they built a new school in the 1930s under the administration of President Roosevelt administration, through the WPA, they built the school, but they gave it to the white people. And they gave us the white people's school. And that's how it was, but it was pretty nice, but that's the experience we had. But I went to school, and we had 10 grades, and I graduated at the 10th grade because I needed one more high school. And I was valedictorian of my class, and the teacher was very proud of me. and they arranged for me to go to a black college. And they said, you can pass it. You can take the last grade and take a college course. I got that scholarship. But my mother died when I was 16 years old. And my father was much older than mother, and he became ill. And I could not go to school. I had to take care of my three brothers.
Okay, let's stop for this first commercial break, after which we'll come back and we'll pick up where we left off.
All right.
And of course, we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. We're talking to Mr.